Howdy, guys.
Jonathan Smith, Pro Day.
You guys good to go?
Yep.
Well, exciting day, but also some exciting times. Got to touch on, basketball, both teams. Wishing them the best of luck. So fun watching those teams compete and have great success, and Coach Izzo and all of that. Hockey, same way. I actually saw Adam yesterday doing some recruiting with him, and big game Saturday night. So fun to see those guys continue to, make us proud. Big time day today. 14 of our guys, putting the final touches on a career, and it's so well represented, and it's an exciting day, and I feel really pretty pleased with what they were able to do today.
It's a different variety of players. You've got Tanner Miller, who came with you, Luke Newman, who got out of the portal, and Nate Carter, someone you inherited. It's kind of a wide gamut for you to watch these guys that you're out here rooting for. What's it like?
It's great. There's definitely different histories with some guys have been here longer than others. But all 14 of these guys contributed, especially last year, but some of these guys have been here all the time. I think you guys were talking to Mav earlier and what he has done for Michigan State. And so you feel really proud of what they've done for the Spartans.
Or did you expect anybody to get a combine invite? And with nobody invited, obviously the goal is to produce NFL talent.
Without question, I think some of these guys were deserving, and again, that's a process they go through that we don't totally control, but pretty confident these guys can play at the next level, and they'll get that opportunity.
Have you heard from NFL scouts yet? Is that an ongoing process throughout even the fall and winter?
It is. It's a process through the fall, and then as it goes along, some of these guys met with multiple teams yesterday that are here, and so myself, but also our assistant coaches, and they're gathering information, and that's why I feel confident in knowing that these guys are going to get an opportunity.
What do you think you'll remember about just your first team here? And some guys came in, followed you, or some guys sort of took a chance on you, and even if they stayed, I guess, kind of took a chance at some. Just your first year here and what they put into it and the foundation they set. What do you remember about?
Yeah, I think some of the words I think about: appreciation for the group, being in year one, and buying in, and the trust that's involved in that, the work that got put in, and I enjoyed this team. Would we have loved to win more games? No question. But I did enjoy working with this particular group, and I think they've laid a foundation of how we want to approach things, and it's going to propel us moving forward.
A guy like Cal, who's 5 years here, 4 years starter, and is it surprising when he just goes in the, football's over, I'm going to move on with my life?
Yeah, each guy has their different path. It's similar to myself. I played out a college career, knew I wanted to kind of go on to the next endeavor in coaching, and I think Cal laid it all out there on the football field. He can be really, really proud of the career he had.
Talk a little bit about the character of, guys like Maverick Hansen and Luke Newman, and I guess what they've infused into this program as they leave.
Yeah, their character, I think about blue-collar work ethic. It takes a ton of work to do it, and they were all about doing the work. Those guys bringing others along had some real influence on it, acted like pros already, which they'll be pros next year, but they kind of acted that way in regards to going about their work, but bringing others along, especially in these younger guys. Those two in particular had long experience in college football, and they shared that knowledge with the younger guys.
A lot of the guys who came up here praised where the program's at, and mean some of the new faces this week. What does that mean to hear some of the guys come back and like what they're seeing?
Yeah, you do. You're trying to create an atmosphere where guys feel confident in the approach, and feel like it's headed in a great direction. And so that we're trying to instill that in every player that comes through. And so for those guys to be saying that, it means a lot.
Spring ball coming up. Obviously, I'm sure the process going into it is a little smoother this year.
Yeah, anytime going into the second year, you learned a lot from the whole process of year one, and really excited about to get started. These guys are putting some serious work in January and February, and so to be able to put the ball down kind of starting next week, I'm looking forward to it.
You heard any feedback on Kim? He gets to go down to Indianapolis and do that thing. It's very competitive at those jobs, but he's got sort of a rare leg strength.
Right.
Seemed like he had a chance. What sort of feedback?
I got to think he's got a chance with the year he had, especially. He's got the leg strength, but then he was so accurate and had a big time year for us, and so confident if he gets a genuine opportunity, which I think he will, he'll run with it.
A guy like Tanner specifically, can you sort of reflect on his journey to this point, his decision to follow you here, the kind of year he had last year, and then finally make it to a day like that?
One of my favorites because we're able to be around him for really 5 years plus with the recruiting. Got a bunch of respect for him, what he brought to the game, and the way he played the game, and he did a lot of good things for us last year, and to root for him moving forward.
You go out on the recruiting trail. How much is he able to
Yeah, on the recruiting side, a lot of these guys have the ambition, the majority of them, to want to play at the next level, and so making sure that Michigan State, a part of the decision come to our place, is you can chase that dream and goal down, and we're here to help it. And this is the, as their career would end, the final piece of that, and we had a great showing again today.
What were you trying to get done with winter conditioning, just generalities? What were you trying to get done? How do you think it went?
Yeah, bigger, stronger, faster. Obviously, we had new additions to come in January and get those guys up to speed. It started with in the weight room, bigger, stronger, faster, implementing some of the schemes. So they've had some conversations and meetings that way to hit the ground running next week. And then spring practice is really big in regards to where we're at. We got to work on, but they look good. Even today, I was all in this morning working out. And guys have gained some weight. Guys are healthy. We're going to be smart with guys through the spring ball, but like where they're at.
Michigan State's had like about a half dozen guys who have made it as undrafted guys the last couple of years. I know obviously you haven't been here, but can that help when there's sort of a recent path of guys that maybe they know that have made it but haven't been drafted?
Yeah, I think it helps. The guys have gone before them, whether they're drafted, undrafted, and still been able to stick up there. And I do think we run a program and style of play schematically that NFL teams take a good look at and will help guys moving forward.
I think we got one more.
I was going to ask something very similar to that. Traits of your program. What do you think the traits are that help guys for a day like this?
I think the schematics is similar, and especially offense, defense like that. I think this coaching staff's well respected, been around the block, and have a lot of connections to that league, but also the way we go about it. We try to be open doors to the NFL, and so they have been throughout spring practice. You'll see them out here a little bit during fall camp, and then through the season.
All right, thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.